Morning, afternoon and evening, guys. I want to share 3 stories of what happened in South Africa 1st of August 2019. First story is 6 men robbed a McDonald's in Johannesburg. The police are on the hunt for 6 men who robbed a McDonald's franchise in Johannesburg earlier in July. CCTV footage of the incident showed the men entering the franchise in Bruma, one by one, before approaching customers and employees. According to police spokesperson Captain Johan Jordaan, 5 customers were instructed to lie on the ground. The manager was then ordered to open the safe, and an amount of 18,000 as well as a customer's cell phone was taken. The police are using the CCTV footage to assist in their investigation. A case of business robbery was opened at the Cleveland police station, and no arrests have been made. I wonder if any arrest will be made. Okay, now the second story is kind of ridiculous, guys. A man arrested after allegedly paying 10,000 rand to have his family bombed. A Northwest man was arrested for the possession of a large quantity of explosives after he allegedly paid someone 10,000 rand to bomb his family. Tau Lekau, 58, appeared in the Orkney Magistrates Court on Wednesday after the Hawks Serious Organised Crime Unit and the Stabilisation Unit arrested him in Kanana on Sunday. He faces charges of illegal possession of explosives and conspiracy to commit murder. I wonder where this guy got all these explosives. It probably works on a mine or somewhere. According to the police, the arrest was made after they received information that Lekoa had created a bomb and paid someone to plant it. Hawks members were directed to an empty shack where the suspect had allegedly hid power gel explosives, shock tube starters, shock tube assemblies and nitro cords, estimated to be worth approximately 1 million rand, the captain said. Can't read that name. The man is in custody and is expected to appear in court again for a bail application on August 8. I mean, this is insane. They should actually look at him for ATM bombings as well. I mean, 1 million rands worth of explosives. That is insane. Okay, the third story is political. DA wants full report on Ramaphosa's 3.5 million labour jamboree in Switzerland. In June, the Department of Employment and Labour spent 3.5 million to send 35 delegates to accompany President Ramaphosa to a conference in Geneva, Switzerland. Now, the DA wants to know exactly what they achieved and how whatever lessons were learned will be implemented, particularly in light of Tuesday's grim employment numbers. The 108th session of the International Labour Conference, ILO, was convened in Geneva from 10 to 21 June 2019 under the theme Build a Better Future with Decent Work. The President attended and co-chaired the ILO's Global Commission on the Future of Work alongside Prime Minister Steve Löfven of Sweden. Funny that he co-commissioned or co-chaired this thing, and I mean, he's from a country that's got a very poor working thing. According to a flight and accommodation spreadsheet, the cost for 35 delegates came to just under 3.5 million over 12 days. There were 62 accredited delegates in total from South Africa. DA MP Michael Cardo in a statement said the average cost per delegate was almost an astronomical 100,000 rand, and if no tangible solution to solve joblessness come from this trip to Geneva, it would have been nothing more than a luxury vacation to one of the world's most expensive cities and a colossal waste of public money. Carter said the DA would write to the Employment and Labour Minister, Tula Nexi, to request a full detailed report on whether the objectives of the trip were achieved, to be tabled in Parliament's Committee on Employment and Labour. He added, the DA and the public deserves to know the breakdown of cost for each of the delegates that attended, what they achieved and how they contributed, and how the department will be implementing the lessons learned from the trip to help the 10.2 million unemployed South Africans. SA's official unemployment rate jumped to 29% in the second quarter of the year, the highest jobless rate since the start of 2008. The country's unemployment rate was 27.6% in the first quarter of 2019, meaning the rate has increased by 1.4% points in Fin report. I mean, for that money they spent, I hope really they got some points on how to help this unemployment situation. Because I'm also unemployed, so please, they have to help me. In the face of unprecedented levels of unemployment and economic stagnation, austerity measures are a necessity for the government. The jamboree to Geneva seems difficult to justify, said Cardo. In response to a parliamentary question from Cardo, Nexi stated that the new Minister of Department of Employment and Labour, DEL, has charged his department with the task of reviewing the current policies on the composition and cost of the overseas delegations, with a view to containing and cutting costs of further future delegations, while ensuring the effective participation and engagement of South Africa in the ILO fora. I mean, is that the answer to the question? Is that saying where the money went to when they went to Geneva? No. That's talking about how they will ensure that it doesn't happen in the future again. So it totally did not answer the question, but it gave some false bloody shit. Please